Yeah. I know, but it's not, because my room ain't really big enough to access anything because it's small. That closet, they have a dresser that's a kid. It's not washing. I want him to do washing. If you're going to do it, you might as well go to the place. Let it pad on the fucking base. Because if I have to, instead of gas, make it washer and dryer. No, the dryer, that's it. Because they do have a 30-inch breaker that's not even being used. I know, but that must be that.
What, look at it.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to see the 20 down here? I used to be a 220.
One second, guys. I don't think I got no more bullets. I'll be back, guys.
You're gonna do it. Because if I can do it where it comes out that door right there, you know, all I would have to do is stretch the living room a little bit. You know, stretch the living room a little bit because the living room, my recliner is right there, and I got a table right there.
I had the washroom right there, all the way right here.
Yeah.
Tried that lamp, but then I thought about putting the washroom here and making that window door out because I thought this was I wouldn't be able to tiny.
Because my living room is too small.
I'm back, guys.
I would love to enlarge that a little bit.
Look,
I got this going over there, so I'm gonna go over there. So y'all better get wet, alright? I think my phone waterproof, I don't know. We gotta hurry up here, guys. They're already out. I don't even see them no more. I want no one's coming shoot at me because I'm loading up a full Glock. See me loading up this thing, they're gonna start shooting. We gotta go. I'll come on. Come on, bro. Man, I got full loaded Blizzy right here, bro. What's up? People be. Alright. You ready to get wet? Come on.
you know how much trouble it is?
Got my full load of Blizzy.
Not much. Not this.
We just told it already, man.
Are you crazy?
Yeah.
We start fresh.
Yeah.
And make it where we can access this damn thing and clear this leak up. Put the toilet closer to this. Most definitely. We need to get the toilet closer to this.
Alright guys, I'm bringing y'all inside. My grandma gonna be chatting with y'all, talking with y'all. Cause I don't want my phone breaking. So yeah. My grandma's gonna be live doing a gaming vid. Or texting vid, yes.
Or texting vid.
Yep. A texting vid. I want my viewers, at least just talk to him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Just do it! I want my viewers getting wet and my phone breaking.
I don't feel like talking. I'm going to pause you. I don't know why he wants me to keep talking to you guys. But I don't really have anything to talk about. I guess I could read to you a chapter in my book I'm reading. Let's see. It's called Love at First Fright. What in the world was going on with her? Allison curled up in her favorite chair and sipped her herbal tea. She was on the edge of a very slippery slope, and if she wasn't careful, she might sink again, like last time. No, not like last time. It's not going to happen. There was a reason she didn't deal with spirits anymore, but how a table, an object, got to her like that was a mystery she needed to solve. She couldn't handle blacking out every time she felt negative energy. It must have been the ghost. The dead woman's invasive emotions threw her balance out of whack. She put her mug on the table, threw a plush periwinkle pillow on the middle of the floor, and sat cross-legged on it. She needed to meditate, to focus on clearing out all the energy Logan Mitchell's ghost shot into her. Then she'd work on getting her shields back in place. She had hit her psychic rock bottom before, and that was not a place she was going back to. She closed her eyes, breathed deeply, and focused. Relaxing one muscle at a time, she slipped into a meditative state, her happy place. A soft knock on the door brought her back to coherence. She glanced at the clock. Had it really been an hour? She cleared her throat. Come in. Tina cracked the door and peeked inside. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt your meditation? It's okay. I've been at it for over an hour. If I haven't solved my issues by now, it's probably not going to happen today. Allison put the pillow on her treatment table and sat on the edge. Tina plopped onto the chair. Speaking of your issues, Lucia told me about your little fainting spell. She leaned forward, resting her elbows on her knees. Are you okay? She called you, huh? She was worried about you, and so am I. That's why I'm taking you out for lunch and a mani-pedi. We're going to have some girl time, and you can tell me all about it. Allison smiled and pushed off the table. While I appreciate the offer, I'm fine. Besides, I have a client coming in this afternoon. What time? 3. Well then, that gives us 4 hours to have some fun. Let's go. She picked up her purse, and before Allison could object, Tina took her by the arm and led her out the door. Lucia nodded at Tina, her smile poorly masking the worry in her eyes. I'll have her back by 3, Tina called over her shoulder as they exited the antique shop. A gust of chilly wind sent shivers down Allison's neck, and she flipped up the collar of her jacket. Ponytails were good for windy days, but they didn't help with the cold. Just a few more readings, and she'd have enough money to get the haircut she so desperately needed. I feel like Chinese. That okay with you? Tina asked. Sounds great. The quiet walk outdoors calmed her nerves, her tension relaxing with every step. They found a table at China Star, a small restaurant with red vinyl chairs and matching red paper lanterns hanging from the ceiling. What happened in there? Lucia said. You screamed and then you blacked out. Was it like... No. She didn't want her to finish the thought. It was nothing like last time. It was just an object, so I don't know why it got to me. The waiter arrived to take their order. Allison asked for chicken and broccoli with steamed rice. Tina ordered sweet and sour pork. Fried food will kill you, Allison grinned at her friend. Maybe so, but at least I'll go out knowing I ate what I wanted and enjoyed every bite. If only life were so simple. Tina put her elbows on the table and rested her chin on her hands. Do you want to tell me why you ran out on me last night without saying goodbye? Allison cringed and smoothed the napkin in her lap. Oh, that. How much did you see? I saw Logan Mitchell chasing after you as you ducked around the corner. Then I saw him watch you burst into tears and run out of the house. What the hell happened, Allie? And why were you avoiding Logan Mitchell? She said his name like he was royalty to be revered. Well, crap. She folded her hands on the table. I didn't think anyone saw. Well, we did, so fess up. All right, I'll tell you, but you have to promise not to overreact. Tina raised an eyebrow. Okay, I promise. I saw a ghost at the party last night. What? Tina leaned back in her chair, an incredulous look on her face. I thought you were blocking out spirits. I was. I'm trying to, but this one was strong, Tina. So strong. I thought she was alive. She was crying on the staircase, and I walked over to ask her if she needed help. I went to put my hand on her shoulder, and she disappeared. Are you okay? Is that why you were crying? Because she was? Yeah, I should have known what she was when I hit that wall of emotions. I don't know what happened. She was so sad, distraught, but I cleared her out of me. I went home and meditated, and I thought I got rid of all her energy. I was okay until that table at Lucia's. You think the ghost last night might have made you more susceptible to the energy in the wood? It must have. I can't think of any other reason. Tina tapped her finger against her chin. Maybe it's time to ease back into it. You were always so good at spirit work. Maybe it affected you like that because you've been out of it for so long. What's it been? 9, 10 months? You could start off helping some happy ghosts cross over. It's been almost a year. Allison looked at her hands in her lap. She'd worked with the Detroit Area Paranormal Society, DAPS for short, for years, helping to excise any unwelcome, unliving residents from their clients' property. While the rest of the team gathered scientific evidence of the hauntings, Allison had used her psychic abilities to communicate with the lingering spirits and help them cross over. Until last Halloween at the abandoned psychiatric hospital, she shivered as the memories of the overwhelming depression that followed the incident crept into her mind. Absolutely not. I don't work with spirits anymore. Tina shrugged. All right. It was just a suggestion. Are you okay, though? Really, Allie? I'm fine. You'll let me know if you need anything. I promise. So then, Tina's concerned look turned into one of curiosity. Why were you running away from Logan? I wasn't running away from him. I was walking in the opposite direction and avoiding him in the process. But so what if she was? She had her fill of emotionally damaged men. You knew he wanted to talk to you? Allison smoothed her hair and crossed her arms. We made eye contact briefly. You know he's not my type. Well, I'd sure like to land him. Tina smiled and shoved a piece of pork in her mouth. Land him? You'd be another woman who spends one night with the man and never hears from him again. I don't know much about him, but I've heard of his reputation. Yeah? But it would be one incredible night, Tina said wistfully. I wonder why he's like that, though. I guess when you have that much money, you can be however you want to be. Allison pushed some chicken around on her plate. He's lonely and scared. Lonely? How could a guy like that be lonely? Her eyes widened with realization. Wait a minute. You read him, didn't you? You sneaky little mind. She leaned forward and grinned. What did you see? You know I'm not like that. I don't go around reading people without their permission. I just couldn't help it with him. He was practically screaming it at me, but I shut it out as fast as I could. Tina giggled. Uh-huh. So he's lonely. I wonder why. The poor guy's surrounded by people who want his money. It's got to be hard knowing the difference between a true friend and someone who's using you. Heck, Allison didn't even know when Mark started cheating on her, and she was an empath for Pete's sake. Okay, that wasn't exactly true. If she had trusted her gut and not closed her eyes to the signs, she'd have known right away she was young and in love. She was young and in love, though. She didn't want to know the truth back then. But she would never be so naive again. Am I hearing this right? Tina asked. Does Allison Gray have a soft spot for the pretentious butthole? Absolutely not. Well, maybe a little. He got himself into that situation. Why should I feel sorry for him? Because you feel sorry for everyone. True. Logan sat across the table from Trent at a deli in downtown Detroit, pushing black beans around on his plate. It was weird, man. I could have sworn there was somebody in my room. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe the place is haunted. Logan chuckled. Yeah, right. Like that could happen. Trent shoved a fry in his mouth, then picked up his half-pound burger. You never know. What about that chick who stayed with you last night? You gonna see her again? Ha! Not likely. But she did tell me about her brilliant brother who's starting up a new company, just in case I was looking for another investment. He rolled his eyes and toyed with his fork. I'm sorry, man. Trent slapped him on the shoulder. But, you know, maybe you're going about it the wrong way. The kind of women who show up at those parties alone, they're not the type to settle down with. Logan raised an eyebrow. I know better than anybody. I guess you do. Why don't you try the library or a coffee shop? Maybe the vibes you pick up there will be different. I'm sure nice girls exist somewhere, and with your little talent, you should be able to find them. I'm not looking to settle down. You know that. He took a bite of his beans, chewing and swallowing before anything else touched his fork. He finished them all before he moved on to the sandwich. Order. It was something he could control. Ah, the dad issues again. Just because your dad treated your mom like crap, it doesn't mean you're going to do it to your wife. Heck, Logan, I know you won't. You don't have it in you. And if I never have a wife, I'll never have to worry about it.
Hey guys. Bye.